My name is Katie Basham, and I'm proudly representing the Braymer FFA this evening. In 2018, about 1.5 million cases of cancer were diagnosed in the United States. About 610,000 of these patients were expected to die. One of the causes of their deaths are the inability to recognize symptoms early on. If they have trouble recognizing their own symptoms, then who else can? After researching animals and their relationship to cancer, I found many stories of lives they saved, but one I would like to share. It was just a typical day in the life of Stephanie when her Siberian husky, Sierra, let her know that something was wrong with her body. Sierra's abnormal behavior ended up saving Stephanie from ovarian cancer, and since then detected cancer in 2 other people. This example shows how important the production of animals are to humans, because unlike Stephanie, not everyone is lucky enough to own and care for a life-saving companion. The pet industry is a positive practice because it is gratifying, it is safe, and it is humane. One of the best parts of the pet industry is feeling the joy that comes with raising and training animals. Members who help at shelters get to raise or foster the animals until they can go to good homes. These animals provide companionship to foster parents by giving them a friend to hang out with when they need it most. Breeders get to witness the first breaths of newborn animals. This is gratifying because breeders can look at the animals knowing that they helped bring them into this world. Pet trainers get to transform the animals to be specialized in certain areas such as cancer detection, eyesight, and hearing. By training these animals, they can take pride in knowing that they strengthened the animal's mind and in the process saved somebody's life. While these are all heartwarming things that the pet industry has to offer, not everyone sees the industry as humane. As animal rights groups constantly pursue a better environment for pets, lawsuits can become common. However, people who work in this industry are offered benefits from organizations that will help their businesses stay afloat. Therefore, these encounters are not as big of a downfall as they might seem to be. The Cavalry Group is another organization that helps deal with animal rights groups. This group brings members together to fight against unlawful claims made by humane societies. The Humane Watch keeps track of information on societies such as the HSUS. For example, the HSUS tends to mislead its donors into thinking that a lot of the money it raises goes to the animals, when the majority does not. This information is helpful to donors, so that their money will end up boosting the pet industry. It may be hard to believe that this is a positive business to be involved in, but make no mistake that it is. New acts are being put in place to keep the industry humane so that it can continue, as animal rights groups are constantly criticizing the pet industry. Disagreements between animal rights groups and people in the pet industry have always existed. However, there have been times where both sides agreed on making the animals' living conditions more humane. For example, Missouri legislators were able to come up with an act that benefited agriculture and animal rights groups by limiting the production of pets. A similar act, called the Animal Care Facilities Act, set standards for the adequate amounts of food, water, and housing that should be provided to an animal. The rules stated by these acts are not only limited to one kind of producer. This applies to animal shelters, boarding kennels, show breeders, and more. These rules create a more friendly environment for the animals so that they don't receive cruel treatment. All three of these topics are important and positive aspects of the pet industry. The pet industry is positive because it is gratifying, it is safe, and it is humane. First, it is a gratifying business because it offers companionship, happiness, and a feeling of accomplishment. Second, it is a safe practice because of the way members easily pull together to fight accusations made by animal rights groups. Finally, it is a humane business because new acts are being put in place to keep the industry humane. If you can take away anything from this speech, please understand this. It is a popular belief that humans are vital to the survival of our pets. What if the pet industry was not positive? Sierra wouldn't have been in the situation to be Stephanie's companion. If Sierra would have never been placed in Stephanie's care, then Stephanie and 2 other people could have died. Without Sierra and many other pets, our lives would be different stories. So please appreciate the positive aspects of the pet industry and the lifelong companions it produces. For in the end, they could end up saving your life. What could be more positive than that?